Okay, so I'm back here, Robert, once again. Okay, in this video, I will be covering how to edit your OptimizePress pages, like landing pages, sales pages, opt-in pages, all that. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started. Should be able to see my pointer on screen. And please keep in mind, this is only for OptimizePress training only. If you're using another page builder, this will not help for that. This is only OptimizePress. And again, always use a page builder that you're most comfortable with. If you like OptimizePress, that's great. They are only $199 a year, and WordPress is like $65 a year. There's no monthly fee, so that's why we use it. Okay, so more about that stuff later. Watch one of my other videos or something. Okay, so we're gonna get into some of the training here. I'll try to go as fast as I can. So don't try to be on a rush on this. Hear me out when I tell you things because they're very important, just like now. Okay, I'm going to cover the layout and structure, then we'll get right into editing pages. When you guys are first new, go to Create Page under the WordPress navigation, click Create New, and you'll be here. Okay, one thing to learn about, you'll see hundreds of pages in here. You can click this, and you'll see the left bar. You can get there quicker to whatever you guys are doing. They did add in Marketplace, and it floats around in here under all. Anytime you see Marketplace, that's where you purchase one of these, and that will be like your main, the ones that you get free. But don't get confused. Like if I scroll down, like Collections is free. You click here, and there's like 20 pages in here already built for you just to edit and get going really fast, right? But Marketplace, look at this. So if I scroll down a little bit, you can see that it says Marketplace. That means you have to pay for these. So I'm not telling you to use these because you got to do the same thing here. These are just more of these, but just more of them, but you have to pay now. So what OptimizePress does is once you become very good at the editor, you can now actually package up what you're doing and sell it. That's right. So I just want you to know that it's always good to learn on your own, create your own stuff that's not going to help you. Now, if you did purchase my own templates, that's only to help you get your course up and running super fast. I still want you guys to learn on your own and become very good at this. I mean, you could use online course stuff here. You can find it in here and then put together similar to what I've built. Won't look like mine unless you try to copy it exactly. But anyhow, that being said, let's go ahead and choose one of these pages, right? Choose any of them to tear apart and practice. That's what I want you guys to do. But what I'm going to do, because I just find it easier, I'm just going to click on one of my own, okay? Because you guys have seen this landing page. It's got a lot of cool elements on it, and I could pretty much show you super fast because I know the elements here, and they're all here. I mean, it's got a lot going on. You got purchase button, you got everything. So you'll get enough training from here. It's the same as any other page, but it's kind of like, because you might even get one of my, if you got my templates, I do have a sales page in there. It's very similar to this one. So let's go ahead and get started, and I want you guys to understand how this works. Okay, let's first go over the navigation at the top for editing, and then you got one more over here to the right. Let's fly through them. Elements, global, section, settings, typography. I can never say the word. That's where your fonts and stuff are. Typography. I can't say it. Pop overlays. Okay, and redo, undo, redo. Desktop, tablet, mobile editors right here. Preview and help. And this is going to be the live editor to get out of it and click save. Okay, I know I'm going a little bit fast, but I'm trying to because that's what bores everybody. Everybody knows, oh, we could have found that on my own. Okay, but if you click elements, that's where all the elements are hiding. You just scroll up and down, you drag them up, drag them out of there, and you start using them. But here is where all the good stuff comes in. Let's look at this. Watch when I light something up or hover over it, you can see all the little boxes popping up. Why? Because everything's built with this right here. Everything. Section, row, column. Section, row, column. So everything's contained inside a section. So you see here, you see the little editor will change. Yeah, it says section, and then you click this editor, and it's a video editor. So really cool how they did that, right? A lot of page builders that you use nowadays are exactly the same. They're all starting to copy each other. A lot of people say, because I've used it myself, ClickFunnels is very similar to this. So let's go over the section little editor, and then we won't do them all, but you guys can do them on your own because you just hover over them and they tell you what they are. See this here? background option. You kind of see it's a picture. All right. This here, borders. It even looks like a border. This is up and down. So they are what they look like. They do what they do. See, this is move the element up and up. This is bring the element down, and this is grab the whole entire thing at one time, the whole element, and move it. Okay, just by hand and drag it and drop wherever you want instead of just little by little. This is clone the element, garbage can, throw it away, delete the element. And this here is really cool. It's advanced, and that's how you get to your margin. Padding you can get to very easy. I'll get into that later. Sometimes it confuses everybody, but we'll get into it. Okay, so let's start looking at some of the elements and see how things are built here. We're kind of like go with the top part. So if you wanted to change the color here, don't be scared of it. Just click right there. Trying to stay away from the boxes, just right there. You could anywhere where you see the little section thing come up, right? And then just go over here. And sometimes you have to click around and find it, like when you're new still. I kind of know my way around pretty good, so that's why I click where I know I need to be. So background color, you can see it there. See how I know that matches that, so I know it's that one. And I click it, and there it is there. There's all the colors. Here is something that might throw you off. If you see opacity, and it's way over here, and you're wondering, like, why does the color look weird? That's because by default, sometimes they have it way down. Push it all the way up, and then you get the true color that you choose on the color wheel or this thing here, or if you put a custom hex code in. So you can put the exact color in if you're trying to copy. Got it? So in other words, like when you're doing this, all this stuff. Say you want to recreate this, there's two ways of doing it. You can just click here and then hit right here, clone element. Now you get two of them. So you can let's practice with this one because we still have our good one. Let's go ahead and click right here. See this little line underneath? When you hit preview, it wiggles and appears. It's really cool. Let me show you how to get to it. Just click anywhere on it. You don't have to copy and drag your mouse over it. Oh, I should get to that fairly quick. I use a trackball mouse. So those are really the best when you do design and editing. Anything. I'm just used to it. So I don't move my whole mouse around. Just a trackball. That's really cool. So just click anywhere. See how it lights it up? Now you can see what we have. Text, we have the link, and we have this. Animation options. This removes the animation. This is your text color. Okay, this is background color. This is dynamic text. And this is remove all formatting. So what am I looking for? That little squiggly thing. Here's where it is. I have it under drawing line. You have rotating text, underline, thickness of it, the speed, all that. That's that. Really cool. So that's how you get to this little thing. You'll see it coming in action when you click on it. So if you want another one, you just hover over something like this, right? That's it. And then you basically will end up using it. Right there it is there. And you can see it's right there. See it? And you just click it, and then you just where to go here, drawing line. I'll go here, underline. I got the red one again, and boom. There it is, but we're going to remove it. Okay, so let's say we wanted to change the color of all this. Just change the complete color. If I'm going too fast, sorry, but we'll just go like this and then hit done, and boom, it's done. Okay, so it was that fast. Watch, I'll change it again. Just cover, I'm just highlighting the whole thing. I'm hitting the little A. The editor comes up by itself. Like if you're wondering, how did you get the editor to come up? I didn't do anything. I just click in here and it had the editor changed already to headline. It's already ready to go. Even before I do anything, I can start messing with the editor and change certain things. So just when you change in here, but if you want to change one thing, you can. Watch this. I'll click here and you can do text style, whatever, but let's just click here, watch, and then we're going to hit the color wheel. Watch what happens. It's on red. Did anything happen? No, right? Okay, so that's why I go like this. You got to cover the whole thing, and then click this, and then click there, and boom, and then hit done. Now you change it, but if I click again, and you click the little color wheel, okay, so you go here and there and there, and then you're like, wait a minute, it didn't change. No, because you got to drag your mouse over it. Okay, so that's how it's working. Okay, so what else can we do here? Let's say duplicate it again. You can do that. You can do that, and then just throw it away. click here, and we'll throw that one away. We'll go back to the one we want. Okay, let's start from the top though, just so you guys know. Click anywhere in the WP menu. You can see that we have a menu. What you do is, just so you know how menus work, is you create your menus fairly quick inside WordPress and have them ready to go. You have 3 or 4 menus, and then you'll be able to pick them when you drag and drop the editor, this little widget like I did. It's hiding over here. Let me show you where it is. It's right here, this one, and you have this one too. So it's this one. Got it? Okay, so again, let's go ahead and mess around with this. And you just click here, WP menu, and then I can choose. That's all my menus. That's it. And you choose the one that you want to appear. So if you were working at the bottom of the navigation, you do the same thing here. You just click this and you choose the menu that you want. See how that one says footer? Because I already created it. Okay, so I'm going a little bit fast, and it seems fast on my end, but then when I watch these videos, it's actually slow. So, okay. So let's do something different here. So if we were to click here, you get the video editor, my favorite one. So we're going to click here. You can see we're under YouTube, right? So we have whatever YouTube URL you have goes here. Boom, you pop it in. If you wanted mobile view, but you really wouldn't on a landing page, you might. You click 916. Okay, so if you needed it's on 54, but if you needed the video bigger, you can go bigger. You can go real small or bigger. Okay, so that's where we're at. Okay, so let me show you something that's really cool. Click it again, click here, and say you were brand new, starting out brand. That's what they look like when they're brand new. In other words, if you were to, let's just throw it away. Okay, if I was here, click here, and then grab video. I can put it here. See where it's letting you know where it can go. Okay, so that's where it's going. If you want it there or here or here, so I'm just going to let it go. Now you got this big old video, and you're like, oh man, I don't want it that big. Click here, click inside, and you're on 100%, and just go ahead and drag her down wherever you want. That's it. And if you wanted to go back to YouTube, click YouTube, drop in your URL. Hopefully it's still in my mouse. There it is, and boom, we're there. And then click save. That easy. So to turn on a video. Here's another one. So if I wanted to change this one out, I just click here, change that URL, and boom, hit enter, and now we got another one. See? So we'll leave the other one different, just so you guys know. Hit save. Okay, so now you guys know how that's done. Now let's go to something more, a little bit more advanced here. So you have all these are all the products that we sell. These are all the little buttons that are configured to go somewhere, and over here you got a purchase button. All this stuff's easy. These again are just section, columns, and rows. So you can see, watch for the editor popping up when I click around stuff. So if we're on row, we're here, row, and let me just go up here. Row, headline, whatever, here, row, like this. If we go in here, icons, just trying to get them to click on different things. This is the button. These are just images. That's all they are. But we're going to click right here on this row, and we're just going to hit this one, clone. So say you're working on this and you're like, oh man, I want to add more, or you're building something totally custom. You can do that. Just clone it and then just change these out individually and just change them as you guys go. You know, really cool stuff. So just wanted you guys to see how that works. Okay, so if you wanted to customize where this button's landing, you click it, right? And then you get all your options for your button. You can do whatever you want. Button settings, like the size, the width, you just move them. And this is the one that you're probably going to work with, the link options, where you want it to land, a new window or the same window, the target window, and that would be here. Got it? Pretty cool stuff, right? So watch all my other videos on how I configure opt-in pages and landing pages and checkout pages. Not landing pages, this is the landing page. But again, if you did use an element, which I'll do right now, let's go ahead and drag one in here. Let's go ahead and drag this one, opt-in form. We'll just put it, let's put it right there. So you can see you get this big old opt-in form. If you don't want it this big, then you got to put a couple columns here. And let me show you how you would do something like that. You can either do it anywhere you want by putting in a section and just going like this, and then just grabbing like where you want it to drop, here or above there, and then you would just grab one of these. I would just break it down, and you can also do it at the very bottom of the page and then drag it up. See, add section, and you just click it and you just grab there and do whatever you want. We're over here, so you see the two little plus signs. So we know we got two columns. We have, if you click here, you're going to have a row. Here is your section, and these should be your columns. We got two columns. You want more, you can just drag them in. So the way you drag them in is, if you want another column, you would just go like this, drag it in. Now we have three. So I'm just going to do that, throw this one away, and go like that. Now let's do this. Let's grab, well, actually, let's do, let me think here how we're going to do this. So most of the time I'll do something like this. Let me think how I build. So I would go opt-in form here, and this would be my text where I'm talking. So I would be going like this, and I'd say, well, I'm going to say something here. So I would say something here, and then I would go a little bit smaller underneath, and I might even put an image in there, a little tiny one to go with it, just so you guys know. But here is what I want you guys to see. Look how cool this is. When you click here, look up here. This changed. Opt-in form. So you want to click that. And when you first sign up with OptimizePress, it's gonna ask you for a few things. One of them is, what autoresponder are you using? Mine is GetResponse. So I already have all my lists created in there. So create all the lists that you want so they're ready to go. You can actually create them in here as well too, but I always create them first in GetResponse, and then they come up here. So I would just hit here, integrate, and it already knows what I'm going to do because I do it all the time. You can choose any of these, GetResponse, next step, and then right here you would just choose the list that you want. You choose it and you hit next, and then it goes through a few other things, then you're basically done. I don't want to do it because then it's going to connect to one of mine, and that's the last thing I want. Okay, so that's how you would throw in an opt-in form. That easy. I mean, with an image, and just drop in an image here. Just go ahead and click here and drop in whatever you want. Drop in pretty much anything. So let's go ahead and keep continuing on here. See what else. These are just text. You know, just click here, text editor, little images. A lot of them are the stock images that they come with, all that stuff. And your testimonials, and do all that stuff, and then connect to your checkout page. So you would just go here, and then when you click this, you're going to choose your checkout page, and it's going to read here, and you just grab the URL. So you would copy your URL and have it ready and just drop it in. That's all you're basically doing. So when you have a button, you have all this stuff to do with the button. Let me just get out of that. So again, you click the button and you click here, and you have different things you can do. Button width, you know, button this way. The text, just put your mouse in front of it and start texting. You can just change it and just get rid of it and do whatever you want. Okay, so that's really easy there. Okay, so here we go. So let me just get out of that and go here. Like, this is just regular columns and stuff, so we're not doing anything too fancy there. Let me see here. So, oh yeah, here's something that will probably bug you when you're flying around through this and you like these little timers. Click on the little timer. You'll notice that, well, let me give you a heads up on it first. When you're using timers, you'll have little boxes here, containers. You can see that we have column. Okay, we have a column, and then this one too is the evergreen countdown timer. Okay, but they're all contained in a row. And what happens, this gets a little bit confusing, but what you want to do is hover real slow over, and when you see two of them come up like that, you want your little thing to be there so you can make it bigger or smaller. If they're too small like this, they won't work right, and you have to spread them out, especially when you're inside mobile. Okay, so we'll check mobile here in a minute, and you'll understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to hit save. And let me see if I'm missing anything here that you guys should be learning. I think you guys are learning, getting the hang of it. So if you wanted to, let me do this here. So if we wanted to get rid of something here, I can just get rid of stuff like this. Okay, get rid of this box, and then now we don't have so many. We've got like get things out of the way. We're just going to go here, or actually we'll go right there. Yeah, throw away things. This one here, and then we just get rid of this little column. Here we go. So now you got 3. That's how you can do it. And then if you wanted to recreate these, remember, you can make these really fast. You just do another one like that. See? So super easy to do. I mean, I could fly through these and just create anything. This can be a video. This doesn't have to be an image. You know, you just change out the image and do whatever you want. You know, can change the size of it, all that. So let's see here. What? Let me click on it really fast. Let me go here. Image size. You can just go big like that. See that? Okay, so you guys are getting this. I know you guys are. Drag and drop editor is so easy. I know people who are brand new, you're probably still saying, well, it's a lot of stuff to learn. No, it's not. It's all the same. This button here, same thing as the other ones. Do all your presets here, change the color of the text, where you want it to go. You just click here and that's your target. That's it. That's all you guys are doing. Okay, so let me show you something else. Let me hit save. Always make sure you hit save if you did a lot of edits. But let's go into here. Hover over here. So what we've done, we've worked in desktop, just so you guys know. But what about mobile? It changes on mobile. So sometimes when people see you on mobile, it's not going to be the same. It's exactly what we're looking at here. So a few of these things I did on purpose because I knew it would look weird in mobile, and that's why I wanted it. One is that crazy timer. How do you fix the timer? You can normally, most people would go in here, play with the size of the font, and try to like get these to line up. Forget it. You'll never do it. So what you want to do is, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me just look at this. See, that doesn't look right. You don't want somebody to look at that. So we're going to fix everything that's wrong. And keep in mind, everything that we fix inside mobile is fixable in mobile, and it doesn't mess around with your desktop view. That stays the same unless you did a major edit. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a major edit because I don't have a choice. I need this to change. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go like this. Watch here, and we're going to go to this one. We're going to light this. So I clicked on the last one, okay? And I already know which one it is because I do this all the time. It's this one, the one I want. Watch what happens. Boom. That's the one you want. It looks perfect and it always lines up right, okay? Instead of trying to make them jump around and go into the spot you want to, just use that. Then you can go here if you want and play around with this. You can add, so it doesn't start on 0, throw it up to like 26, and now it says 26 instead of 0. But here's what you want to do. Click text and hit size. And since you know it's, when they push to the sides of their containers, that's what you don't want. So you want to like make it a little bit smaller, just so it has a, where you want people to be able to read it still, but just enough room to, you know, where you know it's not going to get a pushover and then start bouncing around. Okay, I already know from doing this all the time before I even click it, this video needs to say 100%. I guarantee you right now it is not. There it is. It's on 50. You need to move this all the way up, or else they're going to see that little tiny video. So you can see what I'm getting at. You need to go through all these, take your time, and make sure that they're not all weird looking. This one probably be better at 18, so I'm going to go there. This video is already big. You don't have to worry. But anything you don't like the way it looks and you think it just could be, there's usually too big. Sometimes there's too small. Here's something good. These are just images. So what I'm going to do is check the size here of this one. So I see it's 268. So actually I like this size more. So I'm going to go this one, 249. Okay, so I'm going to go this one and then fix it and put it at 249. I'll just do 249 to get there quick, type it in, and boom. Now we're good. Let's double check this one to make sure it's still on 249, all of them. Yeah, so now they're all 249, they all match. Okay, see how we did that? Okay, if you're gonna mess with the buttons, be very careful again, because you have to edit all of them, and they're the most trickiest thing to edit when you're inside here. Okay, so sometimes you'll get another section that you accidentally built, and it'll look kind of like this little box, and they'll be floating around. Get rid of them. If you don't need them, throw them away. Okay, so that looks a lot better. and you just hit save. And again, when you go back to your editor, just click here, go back to desktop. Nothing's really changed if you didn't do a major edit. Major edit was the only one we did was the timer. That's it. The other ones will only show inside mobile. Keep that in mind. So when they're inside mobile, everything's going to look perfect. Okay, so that's how you pretty much edit pretty much anything super fast. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything. I think you guys got a good overview. Watch the other videos and how I do certain little things, and you guys will understand. Right now we're trying to put those inside the build section only, so you'll understand that. So they're all together. Okay, so hopefully you guys got some good training from that, and I will see you guys on the next video.